Hey everyone, and welcome back. So today we have a polyamorous gay pony who's gonna teach us about sexual orientations. There's really only one thing to say about that. All of this has happened before, and it will happen again. Enjoy.
So a few months ago, I did a video on different types of genders.
Wait a minute. What's wrong with your face? This is just getting worse and worse every day. Clearly, you're the face of reason that we want to take advice from. I mean, it should be obvious that if we look up sanity in a book, there'll be a picture of you there. Come to think of it, are you that guy in Prodigy?
I'm the fear addicted, danger illustrated.
This is new. Yeah, it's always something, isn't it? Gotta tell you though, not your look.
So today I'm here to do a little list and explain some different sexualities and give you some information. I'm also going to learn a few things on this as well, so I'm pretty sure I'm not going to know everyone myself, so this will be interesting.
So, information from some idiot who doesn't know the subject. Well, we're off to a good start.
So the first three I'll quickly skim through, as you probably know all these by now. Heterosexual is someone who fancies and is attracted to someone of the opposite gender.
Wow, you managed to get the first and most important one wrong. How about that? It's supposed to be the opposite sex, you dumb fuck, not gender.
Bisexuality is like people who like two genders, such as like male and female.
Again with a fucking gender.
Homosexuality, which is what I am, who likes someone of the same sex.
Oh, and now it's sex. Oh, okay. See, you guys can't even keep this shit straight in your head.
Pansexual. Pansexuality is people who are attracted to everyone regardless of their gender expression, how they identify. So, you like people who are male, female, non-binary, genderqueer, gender fluid, like all that kind of stuff. Like you like everyone regardless of their gender and expression.
He's such an exaggerator.
Yeah, isn't he?
So basically massive sluts. I just want to get laid. Just give me anything. Men, women, fucking ponies, whatever. Just give me.
Demisexual. Now demisexuality to me,
You know you're gonna get a quality argument when it's prefaced with "to me."
I've got two mindsets over this. I do identify as demisexual and gay.
You're gay? No.
Because demisexuality is someone who is attracted to an emotional connection, and you can only be with people if you're really emotionally connected to someone.
That's not a sexual orientation, you fuckhead. It's called getting older. When you're 18 years old, you'll fuck anything with a hole in a heartbeat. Then later in life, you'll think, wouldn't it be nice if I didn't feel like amputating my arm instead of waking this chick up who's sleeping on it? Wouldn't it be nice to actually enjoy talking to the person I'm fucking? That's just called growing up, and it ain't no sexual orientation.
I identify as a gay demisexual because I can only be with men because I'm only attracted to men.
Give this guy the D.
However, I can only be with them also as if I have an actual emotional connection with them. I can date someone or whatever, but to actually sleep with them and be attracted sexually to them, I have to have an emotional connection with them also.
So you can date them, but you can't fuck them. So what's the point of dating then? Maybe you'd better explain what you mean by dating.
A crazy idea.
I'm down with crazy. I like crazy. Crazy and I are like that.
But if you identify as demisexual as a whole, so it's almost a bit like pansexuality where you can be attracted to anyone, but you have to have an emotional connection to them.
You might as well just say that you're romantic, and that's not a sexual orientation.
Asexual. So people who are asexual is someone who doesn't have any sexual attraction to anyone. They don't have any real sexual desire, they don't have any desire to want to be loved or maybe not loved, but love someone. You just don't have a desire to be with someone. For a long time, I did think this was me because I was so happy being on my own and I didn't really have that desire to be with anyone.
Well, that's not really a sexual orientation though, is it, asshole? It's the opposite of a sexual orientation. It's the lack of a sexual orientation. It's the atheism of sexuality.
But then I realized how much I love men, so that kind of went out the window.
Yeah, like most Tumblr concepts tend to do.
Genie-sexual? I think that's how you say it. Guy-sexual, genie-sexual, I'm not sure. That'll be a word anyway.
Listen, you fucking retard. Since it's called gynecology, I'm pretty sure it's pronounced gynasexual.
So this is people who are attracted to females or really effeminate men. So it's more like you're attracted to the femininity rather than the actual, like, you know, what's downstairs.
Right. Show me one person who goes like, yeah, just give me something. I don't care what it is as long as it's feminine. Could be a fucking transvestite. I don't care. As long as I get my beef thermometer sucked.
Transvestites are now a threat to national security. Did you know that?
Of course they are. Prancing around, wearing disguises. There could be a Muslim underneath all that mascara.
Polyamorous. Now this is someone who, like, can fall in love with someone but also can fall in love with another person at the same time.
So, more sluts, basically.
Now for me, if I love someone, it's gonna be really difficult for me to actually find anyone else attractive. Like, once I'm in, like, really into someone, that's it. Like, everyone else sort of goes off my radar.
Yes, you're so virtuous.
But people who are polyamorous have that feeling of, like, they can be really in love with someone, but they can also find someone else so attractive and fall in love with someone else and want them both.
Sluts.
It's almost like having an open relationship, but like it's almost like they can't control it as such. Like, you can choose to have an open relationship, but like people who are polyamorous is someone who is, like, it's not a choice that they sort of want to have more than one partner.
Jesus Christ, will you stop talking?
This isn't a long trip, so I'll be as succinct as possible. Well, that's pretty succinct. Thank you.
Please comment down below if you are polyamorous or anything, and I'm not really describing this very well.
Oh, you probably shouldn't have said that.
Alarm. I'm thinking dog. You could try locking your front door.
I don't know how to pronounce this one. Scilosexual.
Well, I don't know what the fuck that is, but at least I can read. It says scoliosexual.
So the description is attracted to genderqueer and expressions. So someone who likes, you know, non-binary people, like genderqueer, like real sort of mix of the genders. People who don't fit like the binary genders.
The official sexuality of double-fisted handjobs.
Androsexual, attraction to men, males, or masculinity.
Oh, you mean like a normal woman as opposed to a lesbian? Ooh, lesbians.
So I guess these people would find masculine females attractive. Now on the other sexuality, it did say like females and feminine men. So I'm assuming this would be like masculinity rather than men itself. So if it's not right, comment down below, but it seems weird that on the other one it would say, you know, femininity and feminine males.
Yeah, not even you guys can keep this shit straight. What the fuck is going on?
Autosexual. Now, I've never heard about this before, and it says here,
What, attraction to transformers? Or, you know, dildos?
the feeling of attraction only towards oneself. I mean...
You know you got some fucked up shit when not even this guy can keep a straight face.
QPO. Now again, I've never heard this before. The feeling of having no sexual attraction towards any gender, yet still desiring a sexual or romantic relationship.
So, basically, you're a sicko.
Now that must be really difficult to deal with because it's not like an asexual who doesn't have any sexual desire. Like, these people want to have a desire to be with someone, yet feel no attraction to someone. That must be like really difficult and really sort of like mind-screwing.
Yes, it's almost like they need mental help. You think just slapping a stupid label on them is gonna solve that? No, they need a fucking psychiatrist.
Now this one just says Frey. Is it Frey sexual? I don't know, it just says Frey on its own. Only experiencing attraction towards those you are less familiar with. The feeling is lost when you become closer or more familiar.
For fuck's sake, you guys, half of your words are synonyms for slut.
Now funnily, I know someone who is like this. I didn't know there was an actual term for it. I thought it was just just a thing. I didn't know there was an actual term. So he can only be with someone for a short amount of time, and then as like any sort of real connection becomes like between them, he gets less and less attracted to the other person, and it's a very difficult thing to deal with because it's like, how do you actually have a relationship with someone? Maybe it'll change over time, but he can't be with someone for more than like a few months because if any real sort of like emotional connection comes in, he just loses all attraction.
Hey, moron! Fucking moron!
That is someone with commitment issues, you fuckhead. That is not a sexual orientation.
Heteroflexible. So this is someone who is like primarily straight, but will now like time to time will have an attraction to someone of like the other gender.
That's crazy. That's what I said. It's crazy. It's nuts. It's wacko.
Jesus Christ, making up words all day long. That is bisexual. again?
I guess this is what a lot of people like. There's a lot of things on like the internet of like why straight men get other guys to give them blowjobs and stuff. But like, I guess that kind of explains a lot of that maybe.
If you get your dick sucked by another man, you're bisexual. Deal with it.
So this is another one that I've never heard before. Sapiosexual. Sapio? I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry.
Listen, you fuck nugget. Do you even read? It says sapiosexual.
If anyone hasn't guessed by now, I am actually dyslexic and I find reading really difficult.
Then fucking rehearse before you do a video.
A sexual orientation where the primary feature that ones find attractive is intelligence rather than their body.
So someone with standards then. You think that's a separate sexuality? Jesus Christ.
So like, is this people who find like, regardless of their gender or expression, like they find your intelligence attractive and they're more like attracted to that? Now that is actually really interesting. I've never heard of that before.
You've never heard of that? What? That's probably the most common thing that people will say they're attracted to. And that's not a sexual orientation either, asshole.
So I think I'm going to leave it there. Now, although I didn't list as many in this as I did in my gender video, I feel like I've listed enough that have like sort of significant differences between them.
Significant differences between them. Yeah. Sure, the nutritional value of your video was basically 33% mental illness, 33% made up bullshit, and 33% sluts.
If I get drunk enough, there's a chance I might make out with one of the strippers. Or become one. Sold.
Anyway, that wraps it up for tonight, so thanks for watching and see you next time.
There are no victims, only volunteers.